Welcome to our exclusive interview, Dr. Kedam Saab, courtesy India. Sir, please tell us about your school, college days, where you born and brought up.
My schooling was done in Nagpur. I did my schooling in Hindu Dhanpur Thadasai School and then +2 at Shivaji Science College. I completed MBBS from Government Medical College Nagpur, and thereafter I was doing post graduation as MS Orthopedic Surgery in JJ Hospital and Grant Medical College Mumbai, which I did not complete. I shifted to this field.
Okay. So, when is your date of birth, sir?
I was born in 1977, October 1977,
कितने October?
11th October.
11th October 1977. Okay. So, did you always wanted to become an IAS?
It was like something at the back of my mind, not very strongly I was pursuing when I was doing graduation. But I got 1 year compulsory break because specific rules of government of Maharashtra mandated that before starting your post graduation you have to do post as a medical officer in a rural area. So that 1 year was with me. This was always at the back of my mind. So I utilized that 1 year and tried for this UPSC. And then got it.
So, which batch, sir? IAS?
2002 batch.
Okay. Great. So, you were the student of the JJ Hospital.
I did not complete that post graduation. I completed my graduation MBBS from Nagpur Government Medical College.
Okay. Dr. Lahane, you might be knowing each
Yeah, I know
other.
him.
Now he is dean now.
Both of us know each other.
Kindly elaborate on your achievements so far in various postings.
My first posting was in Ratnagiri district as SDM of Dapodi. It was a short 1 year posting and start of my career.
Okay.
That time we did a lot of raids and actions against this sand mafia, and
Yeah, Dapodi is.
it's known for that. That was the time when Mumbai and the whole Konkan belt it was flooded. July 2005 floods. It's a famous 26 July floods.
Okay.
My subdivision was also submerged. We actually worked day and night 24/7, and that's an interesting experience. After that, I was posted as Municipal Commissioner of Jalgaon. I was there only for 6 months, and then I just initiated some action against some of corruption cases, and then was shifted to Latur as a Jilla Parishad CO. That was a 3-year tenure I got from
Jalgaon with that giant cases.
True. And then Latur was a very satisfying experience as a CEO of Jilla Parishad. A very constructive kind of experience. I enjoyed working for especially education, health, water supply, sanitation, all aspects of rural life in fact. And I could spend, we achieved first rank in overall performance of Jilla Parishad in Maharashtra. And in almost all major schemes like Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, National Rural Health Mission, Total Sanitation Campaign, Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, Jal Swarajya Water Supply Scheme, we were in top 3 in the state. So that was a very satisfying experience. After that, I was a district collector of Usmanabad from 2009 to 2012. And interestingly, Usmanabad collector is also chairman.
2009 to 2012.
12. I was also chairman of Tulsa Bhavani Temple Trust. And we did a lot of improvements. In fact, I started works of more than 200 crore rupees at Turzapur, temple and town. Income also increased substantially to the tune of almost 4 times during that period. And income from gold and silver also jumped up to 10 times.
I see.
So that was a very satisfying and enriching experience. After that, I was for a very small period director of groundwater surveys and development agency, and within 5-6 months I was again posted as collector of Solapur. It was a testing time. It was like peak of scarcity that I went there, and we had a very tough time, and only one assured source of water was there, that was Ujni Dam. And with the help of that, I had to cater to a population of 42 lakh spread over 15,000 square kilometer of the district. And we managed it by proper rotation of water through rivers, canals, tankers, hundreds of minor schemes, few major schemes, and it was a day and night kind of work that we did. And at the same time, we did a lot of water conservation work also, because during scarcity only certain tanks they dry up, otherwise they never dry up.
Okay.
So we did a lot of desilting, more than 44 crore cubic feet of silt we removed, and shifted it to the nearby farms, which was helpful in next summer. About 2.6 lakh cattle we managed in various camps. Tankers at the peak period were 675 in number. So that was a very crucial place. Solapur also had a very severe natural disasters, one after other. Drought, then hailstorm, and one more hailstorm. All these kind of things we were actually on toes during this whole period. And I did almost 1.5 years there, and immediately I was called to Nashik as municipal commissioner, where I have been working since last 7 months. I'm preparing for Kumbh Mela basically.
How do you take this opportunity in your career as a municipal commissioner Nashik?
See, there are two aspects. One, urban development posting is it's a need. I mean, it's a very good chance to shape your career personally, because urban development is going to be the field in future, especially in Maharashtra. So that way, it's an excellent opportunity to work for overall civic infrastructure as well as service delivery. And this is added opportunity because it's a time of Kumbh Mela, comes once in 12 years, and not all cities have this chance. So we are having corporation per se is having almost 1200 crore rupees to spend on various infrastructure and services, and to manage a crowd of almost 80 lakh on one single day, it's going to be a challenge. It's going to happen on 3 Parvani days. So we are looking forward to this challenge. This is an exciting and excellent opportunity which we have got thanks to our government.
Okay. So generally looking at the growth prospect in the city, how do you rate the municipal corporation role comparing to MMC, PMC and NLC?
Like Mumbai, Pune, Nagpur.
Yeah.
Okay. If you are talking about Mumbai, Pune, Nagpur, I see role of Nashik Corporation slightly bigger than these three cities. Why? Mumbai has many parastatal agencies like MMRDA, SIDCO and all that. Pune has two corporations, PMC, PCMC, plus PMRDA and PMPML. So multifarious agencies. And Nagpur also has NIT and Nagpur Corporation. We are probably the larger city with one single entity which is handling the whole city. And the 259 square kilometer it's looked after only by NMC and nobody else. So our role in that sense is larger, number one. Otherwise, we are short of resources compared to these three corporations. But compared to other corporations in the state, except Mumbai, Pune, Nagpur and Thane and Navi Mumbai, we are better off. Law-wise, the responsibilities and everything is same. Fortunately, Nashik Corporation's performance over last few years or few decades has been better than most of the corporation. So that edge we already have in terms of performance for providing various infrastructure and service delivery. So we do have a substantial role, and we are looking forward to make use of it.
Okay. What are the top 5 strengths of Nashik Municipal Corporation and 5 challenges?
Strength is we have got excellent track record, and number one in technical field. I mean, we are relatively better off as far as technical manpower is concerned. we have a better track record as far as financial performance is also concerned, because we have not, for example, defaulted on loans or created unnecessary liabilities and all that. The work culture is also better than others. So these are all these advantages are of administrative side. City per se has an advantage in that it's a very well connected with especially Mumbai, and if this airport once it's operationalizes, it will surely have a strong impact in the growth of the city. Climate is also one of our strong points, and the city is culturally, educationally, it's a very vibrant kind of place, a very peaceful kind of place, and yet to have problems of typical urbanization to the extent which many other cities are now facing. So everything is not lost. So these all are advantages that Nashik has, and challenges are, I will say that manufacturing sector has stagnated a bit. So we need to ensure that this manufacturing industry, and agro-based industry, they pick up their momentum which they had in 90s. Plus service and IT sector has really not picked up in Nashik despite all the advantages. So that is yet another challenge. It's an excellent place for religious tourism. You have Nashik, Trimbakeshwar, Shirdi situated just next to each other. But again, it has not picked up to the extent Shirdi is benefiting. Nashik spillover effect is not seen. And plus there are other, you may be aware that Nashik has maximum number of forts anywhere in India. So they may be small, but there are excellent trails for trekking and rappelling and such other adventurous type of activities. So all these potential we need to tap.
Discipline is the key role in any organization. How you rate discipline in the Nashik Corporation?
Discipline is something which should be rated by third party rather than myself. But I feel this is a fairly disciplined organization, needs some pulling up of socks, which we will do. But otherwise it's better than many other places.
In whom, under your supervision, what are your preparations and what challenges do you face?
So many preparations. In fact, infrastructure side we constructed more than 100 kilometers of road, so many ghats, then lot of ring roads, then the whole new township that we call by the name Sadhugram, then the whole city is getting beautified, the Ramkund area is totally beautified, all temples are renovated, the water supply and sewerage network is strengthened. So all these infrastructure works we have done. And service delivery side, we are going to provide medical facilities and sanitation facilities for crores of devotees which are going to come, and this means around 20,000 toilets with the manpower, around 3,300 additional manpower for cleaning, around 600 doctors and paramedics additionally over and above our own staff. So all these challenges we are looking forward in a positive way.
What help you are looking from the state chief minister and prime minister of Modi?
In fact, government of India and government of Maharashtra, they have been extremely helpful and supportive in management of Kumbh. Honorable Chief Minister took meetings near almost 4 or 5 times in last 7 months, and personally is aware of each and every fact in what is happening in Nashik, and extremely helpful. And whatever problems we raised in front of them, all of them were solved immediately. Whatever additional works we demanded, they were sanctioned immediately. So actually it's up to us now to live up to their expectations.
And is there any expectation from Prime Minister Modi for the Nashik city? Like they are making so many plans. That recently you had, I think you have pursued that Nashik has been a smart city. It has been calculated. It's considered as a smart city.
Smart city is a long-term goal to be achieved over next 5 years, and we contemplate overall gap filling in basic infrastructure like sewer network, water supply, public transportation, roads, and solid waste management. These 5 key areas we are looking forward to. Short-term challenge is of course to see that Kumbh is peaceful and uneventful. And again, we are spruced up for that particular challenge also.
Okay. Do you have any plan to educate the society about solid waste system as you said and
Absolutely.
Swachh Bharat Abhiyan?
Absolutely,
Which
it's our
recently Prime
priority.
Modi had initiated.
It's our priority, and we are going to have almost 4,000 volunteers working over Swachh Bharat during Kumbh Mela. And this is again, I am telling you, short term. Long term, we want to involve all our 17 lakh people in this process, so that ultimately sanitation, lot of it depends on civic sense and how people are educated. So that's a very important soft component of our plan.
Okay. What is the main reason behind the popularity of Nasik as a living destination?
If you roam around in the city, you will realize that it's less polluted with better roads, better traffic sense, better civic amenities, much better climate than any other city in India, and peaceful place to live with all educational, medical, and other facilities which one expects. So what else you need for a city being attractive?
No hazards.
Though people like the city, but still they have to face enormous problems in the city. Now, amenities. Do you agree with this statement?
There are problems, and the problems are there in all cities. They are in Nashik also, and that is why we are here to solve them. Problems were not there. We would not have schemes like smart city and all. The whole concept of smart city is basically to solve the problems.
Would it be difficult task to take over the command of corporation like Nashik Municipal Corporation?
Not at all.
Not at all. Any comments?
Why it should be difficult? We are meant for taking command of places like this.
Great. Who is your role model, sir?
It's a difficult question, not one I can tell, but I feel the unknown soldier fighting for Indians on the field. He is probably my role model. I've seen them in Dras and Kargil, so they continue to remain my role model.
Excellent, excellent. How do you spend your leisure time? Do you find some leisure time for yourself, for your family?
This is the best pleasure that I have. This preparation of Kumbh and
Okay. So, one more question. Sorry. What suggestions, advice would you like to give students who wanted to become an IAS or IPS officer? बच्चों को आप क्या संदेश देना चाहेंगे जो बनना चाहते हैं?
I can tell you that this is an excellent field, unparalleled anywhere, not only in India but in the world. So if you are really trying to get into IAS, IPS or any other All India service or central service, this offers an opportunity unparalleled. Unparalleled in private sector and unparalleled anywhere else in the world also. So you have to make best use of the chair that you are going to occupy for the benefit of society and your personal professional development also.
What suggestions would you like to give to your department and your colleagues, working under you?
I am expecting that the quality is maintained in all infrastructure and service delivery is without any fault.
What message would you like to give to Nasik citizen?
Nashik citizens have been extremely helpful so far, extremely cooperative, and we expect them to continue to remain so, and especially with the smart city challenge coming up. They are going to be most important stakeholders as far as I am concerned. I will be planning the whole smart city challenge with the help of Nashik citizens and executing it with the help of them.
Is there any wish still to be fulfilled? Your wish still to be fulfilled, whom you wanted to be?
No. I am very much satisfied with whatever chances are given to me by my government.